Campbell,
Present.
Collins,
Present.
Dockery,
Present.
Yossi.
Present.
Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. Looking for a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Dockery, second by Campbell to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Public comment. Is there anybody that'd like to address the council this evening? Okay. On to number 5. Approve the council minutes from the July 21st meeting 2025.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Yossi, second by Collins to approve the minutes from July 21st, 2025.
As amended? As amended.
I've got the corrections, yes, there's a couple spelling errors.
Okay, as amended. Okay, second.
Yep.
Somebody already seconded.
Yeah, I already seconded.
Okay,
As amended. As amended.
all right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays? The ayes have it. Consideration of bills payable. There was a typo, but they're all on there. It didn't add on the very first page the $10,505.74. For some reason, it didn't include that, but it is included in the run. So the new total should be $416,668.95. And it is the right. It did have the right amount for the publishing in the paper.
Sorry.
Make a motion to approve the bills. Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Dockery to approve the bills with the new amount of $416,668.95. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays? The ayes have it. 5C, consideration to approve the top tobacco permit renewal for Eldridge Market. Chief, does everything look okay there?
Yeah, everything looks good there. I will say they did have one non-compliance when we did a compliance check this year. They did fail one. A couple months later, we did another compliance check and they passed. So I just want to put that out there so the council is aware of that.
Thanks, Chief.
And I'm assuming you'll do another random compliance.
Yes. Yeah.
How often are those done a year, Chief?
It's usually yearly, but we can do it anytime.
Like,
Anytime we want, so.
if there's non-compliance, they
Yep.
usually come back a second or third time?
Yeah, so we usually do it with the state. That's why it's a yearly thing. And then if somebody's found non-compliant, we do come back within 6 months to see if they fixed their issues, so.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
I make a motion to approve the permit.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Yossi to approve the tobacco permit renewal for Eldridge Mart. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays? The ayes have it. On to 6A, consideration of the third and final reading of revised ordinance 2025-18, amending the South First Street speed limit. Jeff or Chief?
Thank you, Your Honor. We haven't received any comments on this one, so it's good to go.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
If there's no further discussion, I'd like to make a motion for approval.
Second.
Motion by Blackwell, second by Campbell to approve the third and final reading of revised ordinance 2025-18. Roll call?
Campbell,
Aye.
Collins,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Yossi,
Aye.
Blackwell.
All right.
On to number 7. 7A, consideration of resolution 2025-20, vacating drainage easements on lots 6 and 7 of Rustic Green 3rd Edition. Jeff, can I call on you?
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor. You may recall 2 years ago in 2023, Lot 8 submitted paperwork from Townsend Engineering to vacate the drainage easement on his property. At that time, the paperwork that was submitted supported vacating the drainage easement on lots 6 and 7, but we did not have an application from the residents at those two houses at that time to proceed with that. They have now decided that they would like to go ahead and vacate their drainage easement as well. At the time, the city engineer at the time, myself and the building official, did several on-site inspections at the time of the first vacation, and we determined that the grading was different than what it was on the final plan, and the water from those residences was going into the ditch on Lincoln Road, not to the bioswale that was located in the corner of Lot 8. So there was no reason to have the drainage easements on those properties.
Thank you, Jeff. Do you have any questions for Jeff on that?
I'll just note that the P&Z approved it unanimously.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Do you hear a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Blackwell, second by Campbell. Roll call.
Collins,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Yossi,
Aye.
Blackwell,
Aye.
Campbell.
Aye.
On to 7B, consideration of resolution 2025-21, amending the proposed land use map of the 2011 Eldridge Comprehensive Plan. Jeff, can I call on you again, please?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. This ties into the next item on the agenda, which is the rezoning of 7 parcels owned by Revolve Farms. 3 of those parcels are shown on a comprehensive future land use map as being light industrial. And the request is to rezone those to I2 general industrial, which would be shown as heavy industrial on the comprehensive land use map. There would be a tier above this that would remain light industrial, that would be a buffer between this and any future use residential above it. And in the past, several of these parcels have already gone through this process on this same tier and been changed from light industrial to heavy industrial on the future use comprehensive plan map. So this would be consistent in what was done in the past. The Planning and Zoning Commission reviewed this and unanimously recommended approval, and they consider this a minor change.
Thank you, Jeff. Any other questions for Jeff on this?
I just want to say basically what it's doing is our current I-2 east of Buttermilk Road. It's just drawing that line, same lateral line due west, filling that in.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve it as read. Second.
Motion by Yossi, second by Collins, to approve resolution 2025-21, amending proposed land use of the 2011 Eldridge Comprehensive Plan. Roll call.
Dockery,
Aye.
Yossi,
Aye.
Blackwell,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
Seven C, open public hearing for consideration to adopt ordinance 2025-19, rezoning Revolve Farm parcels from SA suburban agricultural to I2 general industrial.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Dockery, second by Blackwell, to open public hearing. Roll call.
Yossi,
Aye.
Blackwell,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Collins,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye. I don't think anybody's here to talk about it.
No.
I make a motion to close public hearing.
Second.
Motion by Dockery, second by Campbell, to close public hearing to adopt ordinance 2025-19, rezoning Revolve Farm parcels from SA suburban agricultural to I2. Roll call.
Blackwell,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Collins,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Yossi.
Aye.
Seven E, consideration of the first reading of ordinance 2025-19, rezoning Revolve's farm parcels from SA suburban agricultural to I2 general industrial. Do I hear a motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Yossi, second by Blackwell. He raised his hand. Roll call.
Campbell,
Aye.
Collins,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Yossi,
Aye.
Blackwell.
Aye.
On to 7F, open public hearing for the consideration to adopt ordinance 2025-20, rezoning RG Prime and Slopertown LLC parcels from SA Suburban Agricultural to I-1 General Industrial. Jeff, can I call on you?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. There is one small caveat with this one that we will need to discuss. This came up during the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. They did ultimately unanimously approve recommendation of this ordinance. They did request that there is some conditional rezoning that is brought forth with this. We have a dwelling on the Slopertown property and a dwelling on one of the Revolve properties. Iowa law allows conditional rezoning. They requested that basically you add a condition to allow the dwellings to remain until they're developed industrially, which would be allowed. There's several ways you could do that. You could do it until they're developed 50%, or whatever wording you decide on is how I will make the change for the second ordinance reading.
Thank you, Jeff. Any questions for Jeff on that? Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion to open public hearing.
Hear a second?
Second.
Motion to Dockery, second by Campbell to open public hearing on an ordinance 2020-20. Roll call.
Collins,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Yossi,
Aye.
Blackwell,
Aye.
Campbell.
Aye.
There's nobody to speak on that. I make a motion to close public hearing.
Second.
Motion by Dockery, second by Campbell to close public hearing to adopt ordinance 2025-20. Roll call.
Dockery,
Aye.
Yossi,
Aye.
Blackwell,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
On to 7H, consideration of the first reading of ordinance 2025-20, rezoning RG Prime and Slopertown LLC parcels from SA Suburban Agricultural to I-2 General Industrial.
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Yossi, approve the first reading of ordinance 2025-20. Roll call.
Wait, Your Honor. We have to put a stipulation on it because of the houses on that property.
Yeah, if we could just clarify the wording.
I'd clarify the wording, but I'd say once it's 80% developed, the house will have to go away.
As amended, is that your motion?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So roll call.
Yossi,
Aye.
Blackwell,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Collins,
Aye.
Dockery.
Aye.
7I, consideration of the first reading of ordinance 2025-21, amending publishing requirements. Jeff, can I call on you?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. I believe this will be the last ordinance amendment to update our ordinances with state law. In the past, they required two different criteria for publishing requirements for public hearings. For some public hearings, you had to publish them at least 7 days, but not more than 20 days before the hearing. Other ones, you had to publish at least 4 days, but not more than 20. They've changed them, so all the public hearings are the same, and we have to publish notice at least 4 days and not more than 20 days before the hearing. This is good for cities like us that work with weekly newspapers. It gives us some more flexibility, so this is a good law for us. So this ordinance just reflects those changes.
Thank you, Jeff. Anybody have any questions for Jeff about that?
I make a motion to accept this as the first reading of ordinance 2025-21.
Second.
Motion by Dockery, second by Campbell for the first reading of ordinance 2025-21. Roll call.
Blackwell,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
Dockery.
Aye.
Yoshi.
Aye.
Under 7J, consideration to approve a proposal from Shive Hattery for civil engineering in the amount of $101,000 for the Fellner Addition roadway reconstruction project. That, am I calling you? Or is that?
So we do have Zach here tonight as well if you have questions on the proposal, but from direction from a previous meeting, the council was looking for a design proposal for engineering for all 3 phases of the Fellner's addition to get that design done in just one proposal, and then to determine the projects going forward if they want to do them in a phased approach. The total being $101,000 for that proposal for the design of all 3 phases.
Like Nevada mentioned, this would be to design all 3 streets for the Fellner's addition, but with the anticipation that the construction documents would probably be broken up into 3 separate bid packages. But having all the design done at once, so then it's ready to go. So whenever council sees fit as wanting to bid them out, we can, they'll all be ready to go.
I think it's important to do all 3 at the same time, because then you have interconnectivity between phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. That won't have to go back through and do all that unless there's an alteration in an as-built plan.
Yep.
I would agree with Councilman Dockery on that, so let's move forward with that. We know how bad a shape that is. Just be proactive to show the residents down there that, hey, we're not forgetting about you, even though you're an older part of the community, so if there's not any further discussion by the rest of the council here, I'd like to make a motion.
Second.
Thank you, Zach. Van. Motion by Blackwell, second by Yossi to approve the engineering in amount of $101,000 from Shive Hattery for the Fellner addition.
This will come out of road use.
I have it for coming out of miscellaneous admin for engineering and sales tax engineering. Our road use, I think we have $10,000 budgeted for this year, and the rest is built into the South First Street project for engineering.
Okay.
That's okay.
Motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. 7K, consideration to approve the budget purchase of a John Deere loader for the sewer department for Martin Equipment and amount. The original amount, I called Nevada earlier today, it says $125,462.07, but if you look down in the fine print of their bid, it's boxed in. There's one line, second from the bottom, that says add $1,985 for free pre-delivery setup and delivery. So I asked her to see if that $125,642 included that. It did not. So the actual price with that setup delivery fee would be $127,627.07, which is still quite a bit below the other bid from the other vendor.
Well, we did budget for this at budget time, come out of sewer department equipment replacement. So I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Dockery, second by Collins to approve the budgeted John Deere land loader for the sewer department for Martin Equipment and the amount of $127,627.07. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays? The ayes have it. On to 7L, consideration of a change order number 1 for the South First Street project in amount of $16,546.04. Zach, can I call on you for this, please?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. So this is for the South First Street project that's getting ready to start tomorrow. And this would be for, right now, the South First Street is about 22 feet wide, so 11-foot lanes. And kind of a recommendation that was brought up at the pre-construction meeting and talked about further would be, for the cold in place work that they're planning on doing first is they'll actually do a 24-foot wide section as opposed to 22, so two 12-foot lanes. So they'll actually, when they come in there and mill out the road, they'll take out about a foot of the gravel as well, and they mix that in, add more of the emulsion to it, and then put it back down. And what that does, that'll just give us a better base underneath on just outside the drive lanes. And really that's just will help with the longevity of the pavement. So any cars that kind of veer off that lane line, we are gonna have that paved shoulder. That's only gonna be 3 inches. So that'll just help keep that edge of lane line between the shoulder and the road from, keep it stronger and keep it, help it last longer, basically is kind of this change order. And then, addition is the adding the changeable message boards that you see out there now that were put up before the weekend just for extra, alerting of the residents that the project coming and just be aware and use caution. So that's what's in this change order.
Zach, is this what the county did down there on the road that goes through Argo right now? 'Cause it seems like it's a wider road with hard shoulders too now.
Yeah, this is what the county, the county's been doing this a lot, and they've also been doing where taking a 22-foot wide road and widen it to the 24. The overall width, like at the end it won't change. It's just the kind of the base underneath that's gonna be widened and.
Visually, it will look no different.
Yes.
But
Yep.
the real impact is the base.
Yep.
I questioned Zach on this, on the process, because there's 2 different ways to do it. If you take the millings, there's only so much. If you put them back down and make it wider, they're gonna be thinner. The other way is to mill wider and add more emulsion and rock, and that's the way they're doing it. The other thing I question is on the boards. We've got $180 per day. You know, I think we need to take a look at it in the future. I don't know if we need them the full length of the South First Street. Once people get in tune to what's going on, they're gonna have traffic control flaggers and everything out there. So maybe at some point, because you did it for,
I put in there for 21 days. So yes, it is a per day amount in there. So if we don't need it for the full time, you know, if we have it for 2 weeks and we, you know, traffic's figured out, then yes, we could take it down before and then we just wouldn't pay that full amount. So it's a per day
yeah.
cost.
And one thing I think we should do once it gets started is maybe put another thing on that sign, have it rotating, local traffic only. I mean, as much problems as the chief has had on LeClaire Road with barricades and stuff, I think we need to limit the traffic if possible. It may not, but put local traffic only on north end and south end.
Any other questions for Zach on the change order? Thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
Do I hear a motion on the change order?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Dockery for the change order number 1 on the South First Street project, an amount of $16,546.04. Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Your Honor, I'm gonna abstain due to conflict of interest.
Okay. Thank you, Ryan. Nays? The ayes have it. Activity reports. Chief, I'll start with you.
The only thing I have would be National Night Out tomorrow from 5 to 8 at Sheridan Meadows Park. Once again, it's a free event for families, so I think it's going to be a really good time. There's a lot of good things that we have this year, so we're looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys can come.
Thanks, Chief.
Chief, what time do you need the grill master there?
We don't. That will be for the softball game.
Oh, I thought I was gonna do both.
Nope, we have food trucks, so there won't be any issues with food or grilling or anything like that. So we'll need you for the softball game, though.
Count me in.
I'll do it too if I'm in town.
Awesome.
With that, I'll call on you.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a few quick updates. The Public Works Department has had their labor interviews early last week. Those took place on the 28th. They did their site visit for the top 3 candidates at the city shop on Friday, and they're looking to make an offer this week. Our website is officially live and we're receiving a lot of positive feedback on that, so that's an exciting new change for us. I will be out of the office on Monday and Tuesday. Jeff will be in the office, as well as Martha will be there for a few hours every day, and the billing clerks too. So if you need anything, you can reach out to anybody at City Hall. And then HomeServe, which is the water and sewer service line offer in our area, they're going to be sending out another direct mailing marketing campaign in September. They did remove the city logo and don't have direct mention of the city, so it should be less confusing for the residents that are getting those. We may still get some calls, and we do partner with them on that, but they did hear those concerns last time and have removed the logo and that direct mention for the city. So that's all I've got.
Thanks, Nevada. Thanks, Nevada. Jeff, can I call on you?
Later.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a quick suggestion. Well, first of all, I'm glad McClare is done, especially with the construction starting on First Street. So that's great to alleviate traffic coming through. Could something be said to Public Works about getting the street sweeper through there? There's a lot of dust that's being kicked up and gravel. If they can go through there and try to get most of that up, then that would be great. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Along with LaClare Road, could you pass along to the contractor, thank you for efficiently getting those changes in the pavement done on LaClare Road to get it opened up so quick? I mean, that hasn't been our past experience, but I think when people do good jobs, we need to tell them also.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks, John. I don't have any updates for this evening.
Okay. That concludes the regular open part of our meeting for right now. We're going to be going into closed session here. Number 9, closed session for Iowa Code 21.51I to evaluate the professional competency of an individual whose appointment, hiring, performance, or discharge is being considered when necessary to prevent needless and irreparable injury to that individual's reputation, and that individual requested a closed session. Do you hear a motion to go into closed session?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Collins. Going to closed session at 7:27. Roll call.
Campbell,
Aye.
Collins,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Yossi,
Aye.
Blackwell.
All right.
Have a good afternoon.
See you.